Imagine having empty pockets, but a mind full of million-dollar dreams. Everyone around you says, be realistic. People like us don't succeed. Stop dreaming so big. But what if the only thing standing between you and success is the size of your thinking? This is the story of a boy who had nothing in his pockets, but everything in his mind, and how one lesson changed his life forever. In a small, crowded town lived a boy named Aarav. His family was poor. His father worked long hours at construction sites and his mother sold vegetables by the roadside. Most days there was just enough food to survive. Aarav's clothes were old, his shoes were worn out, and his pockets were almost always empty. But inside his mind, he carried big dreams. He dreamed of becoming successful. He dreamed of helping his family escape poverty. But whenever he shared his dreams, people laughed. Look at your life first, they would say. How can someone like you dream so big? Slowly, Aarav began doubting himself. Maybe they were right. Maybe dreams were only for people born with money. One afternoon after school, Aarav stayed behind in class. His old teacher noticed the sadness in his eyes. "What's wrong, Aarav?" he asked. Aarav replied quietly, "Sir, I have big dreams, but everyone says they are too big for someone like me." The teacher smiled. He took a small mirror out of his pocket and handed it to Aarav. "Look inside," he said. Aarav stared at his reflection. "What do you see?" the teacher asked. "A poor boy," Aarav replied. The teacher shook his head. "No, I see potential." Then he said something Aarav would never forget. "Your pockets may be empty, but your mind should never be small." That night, Aarav couldn't stop thinking about those words. He realized something powerful. Most people stay poor not because they lack money, but because they think small. So Aarav made a decision. Even if his life was small right now, his thinking would never be small again. After school, Aarav started working at a tea shop. He washed cups and served customers. But while working, he did something different. He observed everything. He listened to businessmen talk about money. He paid attention to opportunities others ignored. At night, he used his phone to learn new skills online. Business marketing, selling. Slowly, his mind began expanding, and with it, his confidence grew. One day, Aarav noticed something interesting. Many customers were asking where they could buy cheap phone accessories, but no shop nearby sold them. Most people ignored the idea, but Aarav remembered the teacher's words. Think bigger than your situation. So he saved his small earnings and bought a box of phone accessories, chargers, earphones, phone covers. He started selling them outside the tea shop. At first, sales were slow, but Aarav didn't quit. He kept learning, improving, and talking to customers. Slowly, people started buying, then buying more. Months later, that small box turned into a small stall. The stall eventually became a small shop. Years later, Aarav owned multiple small businesses. People who once laughed at his dreams now asked him, "How did you do it?" Aarav would smile and say, "It started the day I stopped thinking like a poor boy, even when my pockets were empty." Remember this. Your life grows in the direction of your thinking. If you think small, your actions stay small. But when you think big, your mind begins to see opportunities, and opportunities create success. Because the truth is, empty pockets never stopped a big mind from building a great life. If this story inspired you, like this video, comment "Think Big" below, and subscribe to this channel for more motivational stories that can transform your mindset. Because here we believe one powerful truth: your background does not decide your future. Your thinking does.